Hi everyone, hope you are doing good. I, Girish, head of the Department of Business Administration, Soundarya Institute of Management and Science. In continuation of the previous videos on this chapter, that is financing decision, let us discuss in this particular problem about how to calculate the earning per share when the composition of the capital structure of the company is full of various liabilities like debentures, preference shares and equity shares, and also when there is a change takes place in earning before interest and tax, that is operating profit. Determine the earning per share, that is EPS, of a company which has an operating profit, that is EBIT, of rupees 1,60,000 if the capital structure of the company consists of the following securities, that is 10% debentures of rupees 5 lakhs, 12% preference shares of rupees 1 lakh, and equity shares of rupees 100 each, rupees 4 lakhs. The company is in 55% tax bracket. Determine company's EPS. See, this is what we are looking into. Determine the company's EPS. That's the first question. Then determine the percentage changes in EPS associated with, this is one very important, increase of 30% and decrease of 30% in EBIT, and also we need to determine the degree of financial leverages. Degree of financial leverages means financial leverage on three different cases. Let us go for solution. Calculation of EPS. Now if you observe the question clearly, in the initial stages, company has an operating profit of 1,60,000 and this company is seeking some suggestion from us in terms of EPS if the EBIT increases by 30% and decreases by 30%. First, let us go for a fundamental one where EPS is 1,60,000 and capital structure consists of 5 lakhs, 1 lakhs and 4 lakhs respectively for respectively the debentures, preference shares and equity shares. See, the capital structure remains unchanged here, but EBIT keeps on changing. When EBIT is 1,60,000, let us calculate the EPS first. Here they have shown the actual capital structure of the company, which is 10% debentures of rupees 5 lakh, 12% preference shares of rupees 1 lakh and 4,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each, which amounts to rupees 4 lakhs. First, EBIT. EBIT is how much? When the EBIT is 1,60,000, EBIT 1,60,000 less interest. When the capital structure of the company consists of debentures, then obviously we need to take the interest. Here the capital structure of the company consists of debentures of 10% amounted to rupees 5 lakh. That means 10% on 5 lakhs, which comes to 50,000. Okay, EBIT minus interest is equal to EBT 1,10,000 less T. See, EBIT, out of EBIT first we are going to deduct I factor, that is interest, then we are going to consider the T factor, that is tax, both to be deducted. So tax is 55%, 55% of EBT, that is 1,10,000, which comes to 60,500. So we arrived at EAT, that is earnings after tax. If the capital structure of the company consists of preference share, that means if the preference shares are there in the capital structure of the company, then we are going to deduct the dividend paid on preference shares. Otherwise, that EAT will become amount available to equity shareholders. Now the preference dividend is how much? 12%. See, 12% of 1 lakh. 12% of 1 lakh, which comes to 12,000. So we arrived at, what is that? Amount available to preference shareholders. See, amount available to preference shareholders, how much? 37,500. EPS is equal to amount available to equity shareholders divided by number of shares. See here, number of shares is equal to 4 lakhs divided by 100. So how much? 20 cancel. So we'll arrive at 4,000. So number of shares 4,000. EPS is equal to 37,500 divided by 4,000, which comes to 9.4 per share. 9.4 per share. You have to write per share. Okay. Then when EBIT increased by 30%, when EBIT increased by 30%, so initially EBIT was rupees 1,60,000. So here 1,60,000 plus 30% of 1,60,000, that is 48,000. So 160 plus 48, see, plus 48,000, that comes to 2,08,000. See, I will write here 160 plus 30% of 1,60,000, that is 2,08,000. And remaining things are same, less interest. Interest will remain unchanged, 50,000. So you will get 1,58,000 EAT. That is, earning after tax will be 71,600 after calculating 55% on 1,58,000. See, 55% on 1,58,000. So you'll get 86,900. EAT 71,100 minus preference dividend. As I explained, preference dividend remain unchanged. Whether EBIT increases or decreases, that doesn't matter. The dividend and interest will remain same. So you'll get 59,100. Number of equity shares 4,000. So 59,100 divided by 4,000, you will get 14.8 per share. So this is in case of EBIT increases. When it comes to EBIT decreases, very simple again. See, 1,60,000 minus 48,000, which is how much? 30% of 1,60,000. So it comes to 1,12,000. Got it? Minus interest factor, I already explained. The increase or decrease in EBIT will not make any impact on interest. Interest remain same. So 112 minus 50, 62,000, minus tax 55% of 62,000, which is 34,100, will arrive at EAT 27,900. So EPS is equal to 15,900 divided by 4,000. That is how much? 3.9 per share. Understood? The next question what they asked is, see here, percentage increase in EPS. Determine the percentage change in EPS. See, when it comes to percentage change in EPS, see, percentage change in EPS is equal to when 30% increase in EBIT, EPS at normal EBIT, that is 1,60,000, and EPS at increased EBIT, that is 2,08,000. See, EPS at 2,08,000 and EPS at 1,60,000 divided by EPS at the base value, that is 1,60,000 into 100. See here, 14.8 when EBIT was, see, EBIT was 2,08,000 and 9.4 when EBIT was how much? 1,60,000. See, 14.8 minus 9.4 divided by 9.4 into 100, you'll get 57.4%. 57.4%. At the same time, when it is decreased, same. See, EPS at 1,60,000 minus, if it is decreased, then base value minus decreased value. When increased value minus base value. See, how much? 9.4 minus 3.9 divided by 9.4 into 100. So 5.5 into 100 divided by 9.4, 58.5%. This is one. Next, The next question that they asked is, the next question that they asked is, what is the next question? See, determine the degree of financial leverage. Determine the degree of financial leverage. See, financial leverage is nothing but EBIT divided by EBT. Here A means if EBIT 1,60,000, B means if EBIT 2,08,000, C means if EBIT 1,12,000. See, EBIT divided by EBT, 1,60,000 divided by 110, 2,08,000 divided by 158, 112 divided by 62,000, which comes to 1.45 times, 1.32 times, and 1.81 times. Understood? So this is how we need to calculate leverages and EPS. Hope you understood every aspect of this particular problem and be confident to score 14 marks. Thank you.